First, we want to choose the view. Sales and design eliminates all the other crap that you see that doesn't matter, and we don't want to show everything to the customer or the person click into the wrong section, right? And edit the extended price or edit the unit price. We just want select the number of units they need for the correct item. And then we would add our items in, and instead of using items, we'll use group, right?
Right. You would start from the ground up. So first thing would be permit, and it auto-populates the price and the description.
Yeah.
Next would be demolition. So again, plus group, demolition. Next question would be, what are you demolishing? So as if it's just a redeck, you would leave decking and railing demolition per 300 square feet. If it was a complete deck, including frame and footers, complete deck or screen room, demolition. A dock, and then pretty much anything masonry, brick, block, concrete demolition. So for this purpose, we'll do a complete demolition and take out the other three. And let's say it's a 600 square foot deck, big deck. Quantity of 2. Next would be your rough framing. So you go down to rough framing. It's going to import all of the rough framing that we offer. So roofs, docks, all that stuff. If you're just doing a deck, of course, you'll delete everything but the deck pressure treated framing. There's also options in here for 10 feet or higher, or rough terrain, composite framing. In the rough framing, you'll also find your stairs. So pressure treated stairs with pressure treated decking, composite stairs without a picture frame, and composite stairs with a picture frame. If you scroll on down, you'll also find your freestanding landings, 4-post landings, mid-stair supports, for just placing a joist or replacing a post. Those are all under the rough framing, as well as freestanding decks if there's a brick home. So for this, we'll just do regular pressure treated framing and pressure treated stairs with composite decking and picture frame. We'll take everything else out. Next would be decking. So again, plus group decking. It's going to import all the different deckings we offer. Trex decking, TimberTech, and Decorators decking. If you notice these blue arrows right here, these are selections groups for cost comparison that your homeowner can pick from. Yeah, so you would import your deckings and you would choose which one you want. So the customer may want Trex decking, but they may not know which line of Trex decking they want, or maybe they want to see a price for all of them. So underneath Trex decking, they've got of course, Lineage, Transcend, Enhanced, and Select. So if you know they want Trex, you would take everything out but Trex. Then you'd import your quantities, of course, along the way. Let's say it's 360 square feet, 8 steps, of course, 360 more square feet for the frame. Then you would add your railing. So plus group railing. It's going to import the ADA rails as a base item. Of course, this measurement is based on your number of steps. So your length down one side of your stair rails. So I think we had 8 steps, so this would be 8 feet. And again, these are selection items. So wood railing, underneath it, it's got the wood railings we offer, builder grade, treated with aluminum, and cedar with aluminum. And then baluster railing, we've got our fortress. I'll put a Westbury in here also, the 2 Trex rails, and a Harmony railing. And cable railing, we've got Keylink, Westbury verticable, AZEK verticable, Fortress verticable, and Fortress horizontal. So if you know they want cable railing and you want to give them a cost comparison, you would take out wood and baluster out of your budget, and then you would just add your quantity of rails. If you noticed, it started spitting out budgets over here. These are ranges. So this 51,989 would be the lowest line of decking and the lowest line of cable railing plus your base items. So depending on what the customer chooses, it could be as much as 113, as little as 51,989 there. Save changes. Let's say they're doing a screen room on top of the deck. You would hit plus group, rough framing. And let's say they're going to choose a gable roof. So you will take out everything but gable roof. Again, if you know ahead of time they're going to do a gable roof, you can import these at the same time as all your other rough framing. Say they might have a cricket there. So we'll leave a cricket in. Gable roof is 420 square feet with 1 cricket. Screen walls plus group, screen rooms. We've got a pressure treated without balusters if it's ground level, with balusters if it's not. Same for the cedar options, same for the aluminum options as far as balusters. The screen system installed would be if you chose a wood screen room for them, we would install a screen system. A screen door, of course. Sliding door upgrade would be if they want a barn door style hardware set for that screen door. Of course, the aluminum has integrated screen system, so you wouldn't have to do the screenies on the aluminum ones. So we'll say they chose a aluminum screen system with balusters. Just simply take everything else out. And it's 30 feet and 1 door. That is pretty much the gist of the proposal. So it'll give you a budget range, final budget range for this project. You'll then go to plus document. You will click your proposal. All of your items will be selected. Go ahead and create it. Here in this text box, if you had job specific notes, you would just simply type notes and start typing from there. You could also number them if you wanted. As you're reading through this, you'll need to select the All tab right here. Of course, that's going to show all of the individual cost items. We're working on a way to default hide sub items. In the meantime, you'll have to click these little eyeballs next to each group description. It'll really clean up the proposal for your customer. So I'll go ahead and click all of these, and then we'll go back through it from the top. All right. So base items, you will auto populate these quantities here. So 8 step, 360. And then the selections that the customer has will look something like this on the proposal. So default quantity 360 square feet matches your framing. And then the customer can go in here and select one of these lines of decking. So if you notice when I click one, the other check mark will disappear. That's because you can only select one of these. And it'll also show the cost differences between each line. So again, it defaults to whatever's cheapest. And if the customer wants to upgrade to Transcend or Lineage, it will show that in their budget range at the bottom. Same thing for the rails. They may not know that which brand they want. They may just know they want cable rails. So you could select, or they could select, which brand. I'll get some photos on here. We've already got descriptions, but we'll get some photos on here. So let's say they chose Keylink. Gable roof framing is a base item. Cricket's a base item. Screen walls are base items. At the end of the proposal, when the customer makes all their selections, it'll spell out their final cost for their project. On down, we've got our manufacturer warranties here. Trex TimberTech Fortress, Westbury Duckspec, Decorators. These are all hyperlinks that the customer can click on, take them straight to the website to read through those warranties. We've got our instructions on how to pay invoices. This is also where you'll type in your payment terms. So you can just type them in right here. Payment terms, jump back in there. We don't do tax on our proposal, so this should always be grayed out. And we do offer financing, so we'll show the financing. This file right here is the terms of the project and all of our terms and conditions as a company. It's got a lot of verbiage and detail in here for the customers to look at and sign off on. That gets signed off at the same time as the proposal as an attachment. You can name your proposal if you want, so deck and screen room build or whatever you'd like to name it. If you want to add any other files like your field sketch or just anything along those lines, anything you might have, you can add it by clicking upload files, and it will obviously pull up on your computer your files. You can also click copy existing files. So these are files that are already attached to the job. So those will populate here if there is any. There is none on this one because it's a test job. Once you're done, you'll click save, send to the homeowner. So of course it'll already have their name here. This is a default message. If you want to add a wife or a husband or a sister or a cousin, whoever might be involved with the project as well, you can add them here. They should be under customers if you've created a customer form, or if Crystal has. They should be in the customers, and you should just be able to start typing their name. Require signature should always be checked. That is the binding signature. You can click send from there. You'll get a pending. And then, of course, there's some traffic here that shows if the proposal was viewed, if the email was opened, if they've posted any messages on the proposal, want to make changes or anything like that. Typically, you'll find them here if they don't call you directly.